Well, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Sunday Night Stream Live with your host with the most, the Roughneck Kid. And as you can see, we are doing What the Heck is on My Bench? Well, as most of you should know by now, we are not just strictly an RC channel. We are not just strictly any. We do a little bit of everything here. That's why it's called an adventure channel. And as you can see here, we have multiple things going on that are adventurous in the making. Anything can be an adventure. That's why we do what we do. We like to have a broad variety of content for anyone and everyone that likes and enjoys things from rent fairs to van life to creativity and building things, to RC life, to everything else. So we cover everything because anything can be an adventure. It just depends on your point of view. And from my point of view, everything is an adventure. And hello out there. We have two watching, which is great, great, great. Awesome. Yes, my hair keeps changing colors. I know. That's part of an adventure. What do you mean? Well, what I mean is getting ready for Comic Cons and stuff like that, and that brings you to what's on my bench currently. Not everything is RC. A lot of the stuff is, but today we got two dragon eggs. We got my original right here, black and red. Your most fierce dragons are born from the black and red egg. And we have sort of a golden cream. Golden cream colored eggs are generally for royalty children, and they get to in Game of Thrones lore, and then they get to that's generally the eggs that they're associated with. I keep forgetting what the type of dragon it is, but in any case, we have two eggs available. Variety of stuff right there. And dragons are sort of the theme going on right now, because I am going to Dragon Con. Well, Dragon Realm Con. Let's get it right, because Dragon Con is a little different than Dragon Realm Con. But I'm going to Dragon Realm Con. Me, the throne, these eggs. Not this little guy. This little guy has a lot of work. Probably about 100 hours of sculpt time I should do on that. And yes, I'm being unhealthy today by drinking a soda, but I haven't had a soda in 3 weeks. So give me a break. It's an awful hard habit to get away from. And I wanted something. So here we go. Nice little dragon egg, black and red. This one went through a whole season. A whole season with me. Love my paint job, and this egg is really good. But unfortunately, when you're doing things, you have to keep expanding and give people options. So this is still sort of an option. I was going to retire it. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it. I do got to build a box that will retain the 3 eggs from Game of Thrones. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you will understand that. And if you're not, well, just bear with me. RC content is coming. Literally, and more adventures are coming, and more state parks are coming, and all that stuff. But right now, I'm up against deadlines of getting things ready, and as you can see, this is these eggs are part of that. So we're gonna move the eggs off to the side. I have. Here's my cream colored. I just finished painting this yesterday. You guys are probably wondering why I didn't stream yesterday. Well, you know, I said I was going to stream every day, but sometimes it's hard to come up with content, and also it's a lot harder to do some of these projects while I'm in front of you with on the camera. So this is like a gold cream, has slight gold hints to it here and there. Marbled egg, and this is solid. But the other one wasn't as solid. This has some serious weight to it. We just stick that over there. Let's talk about this little guy right here. This little guy, guys, I'm gonna be frank with you. If you do not see a dragon in this sculpt, you are seriously lacking imagination. This is supposed to be a baby dragon in the fetal position, like it would be found inside the egg. And this is gonna be an ongoing sculpt for quite some time. I'm still working out the details. I'm still mapping out, carving out a lot of the features. But it started as a block of clay, yes. And we're slowly going to round all this out so it's smaller. And everything hooks in and works on night. But I have to map stuff to figure that out. And not to mention, this is not going to be its standalone sculpt. I got to mold this, and the idea, this is my egg mold, the idea behind this is to be slightly too high. I got to work on that, like I got to get them down in, but is to encapsulate the dragon in the egg. So this is not for, well, it's going to be for fair eventually, but this is more of a long-term trying to figure out project. So we're not sculpting tonight. Just not feeling like I'm going to set the dragon off to the side here. As you can see, I have my sculpt tools right there. We are working on the egg problem here. The egg problem is that it takes a lot of material to make one of these eggs. It is not cost friendly. Some of you might think it's cost friendly, but I'm not going to tell you what it cost me. All I'm going to tell you is that I need to get the price of these eggs lower, so for me to make them and for people to possibly purchase from me if they so desired. And for that to happen, we gotta take away some of this volume in here. So the first idea you saw was putting a baby dragon in there. We are not ready to that. But I need to move forward on this, because I need my third egg, which would be greenish in color. And then I'll have the 3 eggs. And then I gotta build a box for the 3 eggs. So, idea number 1 was, like you saw, the dragon, but that's going to take some time, and I don't have a lot of the time to... I mean, I am sculpting away at it. I did do more work on it, but we are looking for something to take up the volume inside the egg. So it's not using as much material. That's what we're trying to do. When I cast. So, I collect a lot of random stuff, like this, because I might have use for it. So there's that. So method number 1 is going to be, this is a glass Hugo dry herb thing. It's going to be this, and I'm thinking about putting something that might move around in it, because this will hold liquid. So then you can shake the egg. Get it? Shake, shake, shake the jar, shake your body now. So that is one way of doing it. I do know that I cannot go higher, like if I did this, I can't go higher than what this cup here is. That I do know. So we're experimenting. We're playing a little bit of mad scientist here to figure this out. Another thought was kind of like the glass thing, but here's another thought. Once again, this normally people throw these out. I hang on to these. I can close these up so that they make a puck like that. And obviously I could throw something in there that will rattle. And then we can put that into the center of the mold when it's sealed, and slightly higher than the glass jar, which I won't be able to probably put liquid in it because it'll probably leak. But it will form a puck that costs me next to nothing. That will take up some of the volume in here and let me use less material to create one of these. Which, frankly, might be the way to go. Because I literally buy rattle can paint all the time. All the time. So, and having these could become useful. So it makes a puck like that. Not worried about the color. I just gotta make sure they're sealed. But you'll seal it in tape. You seal it in tape. Listen, we can do that right now. We could literally do that right now. Yeah, we can. We gotta move the dragon egg because I need the tape. Let's put the mold over here. Let's set the dragon egg into the mold. Got some Gorilla Tape here. I also have duct tape. I don't have a lot of Gorilla Tape left, but once again, even when the tapes run out, I'm going to save the empty, because when one tends to build things and create things, you never know. And when you're a prop builder, everything has many uses. Some of you might be like, oh, it's just junk. Some of you might not. Another nice thing about these is they double, not these ones, but the ones without this insert, they double as nice little paint mixing cups too. Generally the chrome paint is what comes without the little insert. So we're going to take this and we're going to wrap, make a puck. All I want it is to be sealed. I don't want silicone leaking into there. So we're going to seal this up pretty good. But generally, we're doing something like that. Now I'm going to go over it every which way because I don't want the silicone leaking into it. But there's a puck, right? Literally is like, stick this inside of one of those eggs. It will take up quite a bit of the volume. I'll make the egg weigh a little bit less, but it'll still be super strong with using less material. Chat is quiet tonight, huh? Well, I don't blame them. It's Sunday. My sleeping patterns are all messed up. Between traveling, the time change. I don't want to use all this Gorilla Tape, so we're literally going to move this egg over to there. We're going to grab. I can make a puck out of this too. But I want to try this. Because now we got the Gorilla Tape over top of that. Now we're going to use the duct tape. Finish taping around this puck. Because we don't... Once again, we don't care about the smoothness. All we're doing is sealing it. Sealing it up. That's... Yes, and we're going right over the Gorilla Tape to make it a double seal. Because we ain't taking no chances. It's bad enough that the mold itself has to be sealed, and I have to come up with a sealant, which I'm going to make a gasket out of silicone. Only sticks to silicone, so we're not going to do it with silicone. But we are going to make a a gasket on the mold with bead of glue on the ends around the edges, and then we're gonna seal the sides with tape, and we're gonna hope is the key word there, that it's almost like a donkey barrel. Remember those, well, I'm a product of the 80s, but there used to be monkeys that come in a can, plastic can. They, oh, the shape of this almost reminds me of that. So yeah, you end up as a prop builder, you end up getting, why did that do that? You end up collecting all sorts of weird shaped things because you never know what you can use for them. And that is what we're doing. Now, because I'm just going to be super anal, I don't necessarily have to do this, but I'm going to do this anyhow. I'm going to run one or two across the top, just making sure that it's a sealed puck every which way. There we go. Oops. Make sure it's good and sealed. Pushing down on all tape. It's a puck. Look at that. Lightweight. No, you can't do something cool like put liquid in it. That would be a glass jar like this or a plastic bottle that's sealed. You could do something like that. But it would have to be a certain size, and I haven't collected that size yet. Never gonna waste tape, that's for sure. Except for this piece. Little tiny piece. Damn it. You would think I'd learn to have a trash can near me. Trash can's way on the other side of the room. Once again, we're going to go sealing this thing in tape. Let it down, just making sure. And back around. Boom. We are done with the tape for now. We got ourselves a puck. Puck. Weighs nothing. Boom. Nobody's watching me again. That's alright. It's Sunday, they're all in bed, and my sleeping schedule is all whacked. I'm gonna move this egg. We gotta move this egg. We need to take a look at the mold. Need to take a look at the mold. So the puck would sit inside like that. Creating a chamber inside the mold, which is good. Because they'll use less material to create one of these. And that is my plan. That is my plan. I have to outthink the problem because it did leak. This egg leaked and took a lot more material than what it should have, and that was a problem. My mold actually it leaked this way, so it needs a retainer. I need to seal it somehow. But we're not at that stage, and we're not going to be at that stage on video. That I actually have to do some planning on. But we did want to show you that make the puck, and you pour some material on the bottom to make it a flat bottom, and then you set this in. So and then you fill around it. This is a pretty good size puck. Where's the lid? Let's find out how deep it goes. This is a pretty good size puck, so it will literally help. Like, that'll be closed. Then we gotta tape around it, and it's right there. So yeah, That's the method. It's funny that this is a very light egg. This one is like a huge heavy egg. And this is going to be somewhere in between. This is like you're choosing your weights. But, alright, on to the next thing, what's on the bench. We did the puck thing. Literally should have put sand inside this thing. Oh well. Because then you can shake it and hear stuff moving around. It's not too late. Because then the weight transfer. Well, I literally do have to put a hole in the top. Drill a hole in the top. And put sand in it. Seal it back up with tape. What do you guys think? Should I make it so it... Let's do an experiment. I actually have sand way over there. Let's put some sand in this. I'll be right back. While we're doing that, let's give you a little bit of little music. And we're back. Might be able to hear it. Sounds like a salt and pepper shaker. We're going to take our little puck here, we'll drill a hole, and then we're going to seal the hole. Because I kind of like this sound. And it gives you that little bit of weight transfer. Like there's something in the egg. Now we got a hole. And we might need a slightly bigger hole to pour that in. Slightly bigger hole probably needed. Yeah. Where's my funnel? I tell you, I'm so disorganized. Too many projects. Not enough sleep, or too much sleep, or whatever. I literally slept all day. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, my phone was over there. These. We want it big enough for the funnel to go in. So we need... We probably do need that big one. Because we want it... Yay, yay, yay. You need to make a bigger hole. So you ever shake an egg? An actual egg, not a dragon egg. You have that weight transfer in there. So I'm going to try to mimic with this. We'll stick those bits of pieces of plastic in there too. You guys, makes more sound. Let me see if I have anything else to stick in there. Making a rattler. This is rock. Well, more like slate. Yeah. Well, hear that now, right? Take our sand dye, put in this. Hear that? More importantly, you can feel it. Sand. I liked it. I like it. I think it'll be cool. Oh, overflowing. Get all that in there. To our musical little puck. It probably needs more. Not a lot more. You wanna feel it shift. That's all I had in there. It's a musical instrument. Maybe more. Gotta get some more. Give me a minute. A little bit more. No, funnel. I swear. We're gonna just a little bit more. Yeah, I can feel that weight transfer. That's good. That's what you want, your weight transfer. Dragon egg. Seal it up again. Oh, leakage. Did you guys know that you can make a canteen out of duct tape? It will literally hold water. There we go. Made it slightly heavier. That's my puck. For inside my mold. Nothing's coming out. I can feel the insides. Experiment. That's going to be the experiment, guys. That's going to be something. Something or another, the puck. I think that's how we're going to make them. We'll see. We'll see if this works. Because if this works, then this will be awesome. Man, everything's dirty. I gotta clean. Yeah, definitely clean down here. Alright, what do we got? We got some stuff that we need to do. We're casting now. We're casting. Just cleaning this out. We're going to be casting this. Need 2 more of these before I use up what material I have. So we got to clear this a little bit. Move the clay there. Sculpting tools need to go over here. Nice and clean area. good little box. See if I have any others. This one would be better. This way. Just little things tonight that we have to get done. That's what's going on. Oh, this puck is just in case. This right here is literally just in case that I mix too much. Need one of these. I need one of these. And 2-part resin plastic. Part A, Part B. As you can see here, mix 1 part 1A and 1 part 1B. We're going to start with by the way, this is what this is the stuff I cast most of my stuff out of. Not all the time, but a lot of it. We're going to be careful. We're only going to put a little. Like, literally, to fill this mold is so little. Like, that's probably too much. Looks like urine, I know. We're going to close this cap. Matter of fact, we're going to put that down there so we don't knock it over. Stuff's expensive. Now, because we are not putting enough to make a line, we have to sort of eyeball this as close as we can. And that's all we need. Take your stir stick. Mix part A and part B really good. And pour into your mold. This needs to be more that way. But not quite that far. There's a slight tilt because I'm doing this on top of a cardboard box so I don't destroy my mat. Light tilt. Move it back a little bit. Oh, now it's starting to leak. Back too far. And this little bit, we're just going to stick, just drizzle it into his other mold. Now we wait. The reason I do that is that I want to reuse this cup to do this one more time tonight. I need 2 more of them. And that takes 30 minutes or so to cure. If you guys are watching. Or for anyone that watches this later on. And chat is very quiet, so while we wait, it's very important you do not disturb your molds when you're waiting. So I can't go on to another project while we're waiting for this. It will cure. It will take its time. It'll do its thing. And then we'll mix and do again. Which you may or may not want to see. So what else do I got? Not a lot. Not a lot. Now we got 4 watching. The chat is still quiet. Well, greetings, y'all. Thank you for coming to the stream. And as you can see, it's a Sunday night, and I'm just literally just working on different things that I have to get done. We started off by making this, which is a puck filled with sand to have weight transfer to go inside a center of one of these. Not those two. It's going to be its own casting. It's its own experiment. But it should work. This is starting to change. You might be able to see a little white there. It's starting to do its thing. No, but while we wait, I do have to, basically what that is this. But I need to figure out this. Which means I have to drill that hole slightly bigger. What did we use for a drill on that? We used... I think we used that one. So we're gonna work on this while that's setting up. Slightly angled. Oh, I still gotta go slightly bigger. Slightly bigger. As you can see now, it's turning all white, milky white. No wonder. That's not gonna do it. That's a lot bigger. This. Craziness. Get the right drill bit. Gotta go nice and slow with this. Number one, my hands are holding the piece. Number two, I don't want to break it. It's a slightly bigger hole from the back side. It hasn't gone all the way through yet. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Damn it. Let's see. Let's check it. Getting harder. Of course. Drop everything on the ground. Yeah. I think I just need thinner. I wanted to use this thicker stuff, but I just gotta make another ring. It was worth a shot. It didn't work out. I gotta do literally what I did with mine, and yep. Alright, see, we're gonna check it again. This doesn't matter, it's just making sure I had none in the cup. So I can reuse the cup and pour out another one of these. Checking for temperature. Temperature is important. That's gonna be cool. Nope, not done yet. Still pliable. But we gotta let that sit more. I get a little excited and want to demold stuff quickly. Shouldn't do that. Should give it ample time to cure. So as we're waiting, and this is curing, but now I can move it. We can go on to something else. Because it's cured enough where it's not going to leak. All right, what else? What else do we have going on tonight? Well, mostly it was to figure out that puck. And I don't feel like sculpting tonight. And when you don't feel like doing it, you generally don't. This is so here's the puck. All right. This is going to be made into a hard version of the dragon that's going to take the place of a puck eventually. But I haven't gotten that. And the puck is just about, look at that, the same size as, like I said, this has to be in that diameter. The dragon needs some work. A lot of work. But there's nothing that says we can't get started on this, right? So I need to make an assessment of how much to put in the bottom fill to make of the 2-part resin plastic to make this. It's not going to leak from down here. It leaks when you get to the top portion. But I need to figure out where exactly this is going to sit. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to start pouring with the 2-part resin plastic. And we're gonna pour, let's see. Yeah, we'll pour 2 ounces. So we're gonna pour 1 ounce. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering what the other mold makes, the other mold makes a product for a client. The other mold makes these. Which is what I've been using for a spillover. The nice thing about this product is you can just keep adding to it, even if it's cured. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do 1 here. We're gonna do 1 of this, which makes 2 ounces. You know, you're better off with this stuff making smaller amounts at a time, not huge batches. We're gonna mix this up. Yep, mix it up. We did the other. What this is going to give me is the bottom form of the egg and the platform, a flat platform to set that puck on. And then we pour. And we pour. And voila. And that's going to do its magic thing. Let's come over here. I'm going to check this. Nope, it's still warm. And see, this is now going to be a level. And then when this hardens, this will sit on top of it. And then we pour around this. So then we all have 3 eggs. We got red and black, the cream and kind of goldish one, and well, I'm going to say my music maker egg. It's like maracas. That's all it is. It's a maraca egg, which will be the green egg. Or whatever the heck color it was. It was like a green blue, I think. I believe it was a green blue. From Game of Thrones, which is one of my favorite franchises now. It really is a franchise now. It's like, and they are really doing really good storytelling, so it's not even turning white yet. It takes a while. Temperature does affect all this stuff, and it's actually kind of chilly down here. But it does affect all of it. And I'm wide awake, which is a problem because... Oh, now it's kicking. That's what we call it. We call it kicking. I still got to figure out a seal. Or we use a lot of freaking tape. I don't know what I'm going to do about a seal. It's turning white. Want to see? It's getting there. Takes time. Well, guys, I do have this prop to work on. This is my number one favorite franchise, and I do have this guy to work on. But lots of sanding on this guy. And then painting. Yeah. All hand painted. Kind of cool. I do have that guy to work on. I have lots of things to work on. It's not that I don't have lots of things to work on. It's just I gotta prioritize. That's not such a big priority now that I got that guy done. But the dragon eggs are a bigger priority because I have that coming up soon. I want to poke it with something. Poke it with a glue stick. Okay, it's solid, but it's still kicking. Takes a while, but solid enough that I can see where this sits. Maybe. So I should show you. Here's the puck we made. That's the platform that I just poured. This would go in the center of the platform, and you pour around it. So we're going to do another pour in a little bit. We're going to let that cure, and that's perfect. Let's check on the other mold. There's the other mold. Right there. It's still warm. You want to wait till it cools down. Otherwise, it won't cure all right, and it'll be apply. You want it stiff, like this, not like this. Oh yeah, that's kicking. It's warm in there. That's the way it goes. The puck in the center will take up a lot of the volume. And it's a maraca. I literally can make dragon egg maracas. Be like, Oh, you don't believe me? That's the pour spout right there. All I would have to do is stick a handle through that while this stuff is curing. It'll cure right in, and it'll have all this. I mean, I would have to use something that generates a lot more noise than that, but I literally can make dragon egg maracas. I might do that. Future episode: Dragon egg maracas. Hurrah! Yep. So we're gonna want to add. We want to lock this in so it doesn't move before we do our when we put the top on. We figure all that out. So we're gonna fill this up more with 2-part resin plastic. This is still warm, so we gotta wait for that. So because I was very careful with my pours, and this is pretty much empty because I can keep using that one cup instead of wasting cups. Shake it, shake it, shake it like you mean it. Shake it. And the same thing goes for this supply right here. I can keep reusing it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go slightly more than one. I think we're going to do one gave us, two give us that. I think we're going to do 4. 4 to lock it. So we're going to do 2 of this and 2 of the other into this cup. Mind you, I still need some of this for other things. So we're going to bring this level up to 4. We're going to take our little handy dandy recycled stirring stick here. We're going to stir this up. Stirring it up pretty good. Now we're going to put some weight on our puck because it might want to float because it is hollow. I'm just going to set that there. I'm going to hold down our puck and we're going to pour right beside it. This will, when it starts to cure, We'll lock our puck right into the center of that, so we don't have to worry about it. And now we wait. And now we wait. Little chemical residue there I wanted to clean up. I gotta get rid of this trash. There, you can take a look. Dead center. Yeah. Now we wait. We're waiting on this, so I can show you that. That's gonna kick. And then that's going to have to sit for like an hour. And then we will have a big part of this casting. It's already kicking because the heat from the bottom of the other piece kicking has triggered this to kick quicker, which is nice. But you gotta keep in mind on all that. I might be able to demold this piece. So silicone, all you really gotta do is peel it gently away from your project. Slowly work it free. And you get a piece like that. Beautifully done. This ivory color is awesome. I like it. And we stick that up there because that gives us me the 4 I need for metal casting. We're still waiting for this to kick. We're going to give you a little bit of music. I'll give you this one. And voila. It's kicking pretty good. It's nowhere, we're not demolding this. This is only half a mold. But you can see it is pretty much sealed around our barrel of monkeys. Or in other words, our maraca thing. I'm gonna do that though. I'm gonna make a set of this I'm gonna make a set of dragon egg maracas. I really am. I'm gonna need some stuff to do that, but I think I am. I think it's gonna be cool. Yeah, I can be like, oh, dragon egg maracas. I thought of new things. That's unique. That'll be a unique instrument. Where's our test stick? The test stick is. Ah, it's solid. Solid like a rock. Don't need that on there no more. Yep. Pretty cool, guys. Now I'm thinking, what do I have that I can make a maraca out of? Wow. I know. It's the creative juices. Things inspire you, different things. I think that would be cool. I can make dragon egg maracas. Oof. Sticky. This comes the problem. I put tape this way last time and it didn't stay closed. We literally are going to have to wrap this son of a bitch. Damn it. I need to move this dragon egg. Beautiful dragon egg. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm literally going to have to go and buy more duct tape. Because we are literally going to have to I'm hoping I have enough to do one more. This is me pulling down really hard on the duct tape to make sure this bloody thing doesn't leak. Because when it leaks, it costs you money. And costing you money is not good. Oh, don't worry. We got some crazy tricks up our sleeve this time around. This is just to start that seal. Because I'm really going to press between two boards. Yes, we use a lot of duct tape here. That's what you're asking. We use a lot of duct tape. Then we're going to seal this even more. Where's my boards? Don't know what to do with them. Probably feed them out. At this point, this table is already destroyed. So we got that all in there. I literally want to cast one more of those up before we do this. Right there. I gotta get clamps. Get weight pushing down so it don't leak. Yes, I did all this, but it still might leak. Did all that taping you guys just saw, but it still might leak. So and now that's set. It's up to go there. I just gotta get clamps, and that's in the shop. So we're not gonna do that right now. At this point in time, I want to thank you all for watching on this fine Sunday night. Remember, tomorrow we'll be streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, and we'll see what we get done then. Hopefully, we'll be demolding another egg. But as you can see, we got one right here. And then we're gonna figure out how to make maracas, dragon eggs. That'd be an interesting project. I have to get some like BBs. I have to get a special container if I'm making maracas. Maybe. We're gonna figure it out. But like I always say, guys, it's that time. So get off that recliner. Put down that remote. Shut off that TV. And walk to your door. Turn the handle and open it. Step outside, because you never know what adventure awaits. And I'll see you around the globe. Now get out there, play hard, and play dirty. See you all tomorrow night.